This is probably gonna be the most fun thing I have ever done on the channel, where we have to start with a team with no players on it. Nobody on offense, nobody on defense, 0 overall team. But throughout this rebuild, we are going to have every single first round pick, or at least as many as the game lets us get. And that is all we are allowed to do. No trading, no free agency, no anything else. Only first round picks. Now you might know this is something I have already done on the channel a couple times before. However, we are gonna be using the real upcoming draft class this time. And this might sound like a super easy challenge, you know, having as many first round picks as we want, but we've never made a Super Bowl in this challenge. And I think our best record ever was only 12-5. So our goal today is to see if we can finally at least make a Super Bowl, but I want to win one and hopefully go better than 12-5 in any given season. But I'm super excited to get into this, so super quick, be sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoy. It helps out the channel even though it sounds weird, and it'll let me know y'all want to see more like this, more goofy rebuilds. And you know what? The last 2 times I did this challenge, those videos got like 5,000 likes each about, and that was way over the goal I set. So I'm gonna set the highest like goal I've ever set. If we can get to 7,500 likes on this video, I think I'm gonna do an experiment where I put every upcoming draft player on one team, or at least as many as I can fit on a roster, and we'll see how good that team becomes. A lot of people have been asking for that, so, and it'll also let me know y'all want to see another team of no players rebuild, because I know y'all like these a lot. But be sure to subscribe. We're super close to 80K, and if you like rebuild / Madden goofy challenges, that's all I do on the channel. And let me know down in the comments any fun ideas y'all have. No shout out for this video. This is just something I wanted to do again, but I usually give shout outs if you care about that. But without further ado, let's finally get into this. Of course, the game doesn't let you simulate without any players on the team. Where's Russell Wilson? I don't know. But you know what? I'm not gonna re-sign any of these players, obviously, but for this 1 year in simulation, let me just make the best team out of free agents that I possibly can. Okay, well, close enough. I ran out of cap space. We couldn't fill out the defense, but I mean, we have an 85 overall offense just out of current free agents. I don't know what the point of me doing this is, but let's get to the important part of this rebuild. Let's get to our first draft. Oh, we go 9-8 with this team. Okay, I think everybody on this team would get hurt by week 8, but I guess if they all stayed healthy, sure. But all right, here we are in the draft. Of course, it looks ridiculous as always. We have the first 25 picks, all the picks Madden will let us get. I wish it would let you get 32. I want to have the full screen filled out. But who do we want to make the #1 pick? Should we go with someone weird? Nah, we'll just go with Cam Ward. Probably gonna be our starting QB throughout this rebuild. However, he doesn't usually do that well in Madden, at least with my draft classes. I don't know why. I think he has all the traits, just doesn't play that well usually. He'll even sometimes have like a negative touchdown interception ratio, which in Madden is ridiculous. That's like the worst in the league. But we'll see if putting him on hopefully a good team here eventually will fix him. Let's hope. And you know what? Just so other teams can't get him, let's also go with Shedeur Sanders, who also could be our starting QB. He usually does much better, so we'll see. But I'm not going to show too many picks. I mean, y'all know who I'm going to take. I'm just going to go in order of filling every position with the highest rated players. Where's Abdul Carter? It's so weird how some players just don't show up. You have to go to their position. But all right, I'll get all these picks made. For the next couple years, I'll actually show which picks I'm making and why I'm making them, but this one's pretty easy. But all right, here is a look at the team after the draft. It's looking definitely like a team of rookies. We're only a 77 overall, but this team, I'm curious to see what overall it's going to be by the end of the year. And we're obviously not going to be great for this first year. At least we shouldn't be. I guess it is Madden, so you never know, but I'm gonna guess we are gonna finish with 5 wins for this first year. Most of these guys won't be starters by the end of this rebuild, obviously, but a lot of them still should be. I think the most important player we have during this rebuild is Ashton Genty. I don't know if I explained this, but the reason this is such a hard rebuild is because Madden generated running backs, or just ones that currently aren't in the NFL, that you have to draft in Madden. They never do well. At least it is very, very, very hard to make them play well, so we're gonna gonna hope that Ashton Genty can, he's probably gonna have to be a 99 overall for him to actually get like 4.3 yards per carry. So we'll hope that happens. I think that was the thing that dragged us down in these challenges the last 2 times. We did draft Omarion Hampton too, but it would just be even harder to develop him, so we need Ashton Genty to do well. But all right, I guess that's all for us to go over. I mean, y'all see the team. We just took like the highest projected players at every position, at least for the most part. But let's just get straight to the end of year 1 and we'll see how this team does. Okay, never mind. We finish 11-6. With a team of rookies? I don't know about that, but sure. I mean, we, of course, have a lot of superstar dev, but we're up to an 83 overall. How do we make the play? This was a 77 overall team. How? Cam Ward did very well, almost 4,600 yards, 33 touchdowns, only 7 picks, only sacked 22 times. This is like the best I have ever seen him do. And Ashton Genty as a rookie, never mind what I was saying, already 1,200 yards and 4.7 yards per carry, 16 touchdowns. Did they change how simulation works overnight? I guess the game did update. Maybe they did, I don't know. But 1,400 yards, 18 touchdowns for Tet McMillan. Good lord. Might win Offensive Rookie of the Year. That's another thing. If we don't win Offensive Rookie of the Year with a team of only rookies, the best rookies, I'm a failure. I don't know. We failed. But it looks like we probably did. But almost 1,200 yards for Golden as a rookie. Almost 800 for Hunter. Kelvin Banks wasn't great, but the rest of the line was pretty good. And then Jahad Campbell, 114 tackles, 13 TFLs for Pierce. Also 11 for Campbell. What a rookie year. But sacks, 13 for James Pierce. 8.5 for Nolan. Only 7 for Carter. Pierce almost got double the amount of sacks Carter did. Also with our rush end scheme, Pierce was only like a 69 overall and Carter was like a 75. So overall doesn't mean anything. But Travis Hunter, what a rookie year. 5 picks. 4 for Barron, 3 for Campbell, 2 for Eminwari, and 1 for Sweshinger and Will Johnson. But no MVP, Josh Allen wins it. Kim Ward did make it at number 7. Of course. Someone we let go, Tank Dell, wins Offensive Player of the Year for the Broncos. Tet McMillan at 3, so it looks like we are going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Genty at 6, but Defensive Player of the Year, I don't think we would win this. Von Miller takes it. I guess technically someone we let go, with Daniil Hunter at 2. Great. Pierce at 8. I thought he would be even higher. I thought he would be around 5. But Tet McMillan does win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Genty at 2, Ward at 3, Golden at 4. The first player we didn't pick is Colston Loveland at 5, Burden at 6, Hunter at 7. But we get pretty much everyone for Defensive Rookie of the Year. James Pierce wins it, Campbell at 2, Hunter at 3. The only ones we didn't pick were Kenneth Grant on the Dolphins and Josiah Stewart on the Raiders, which makes sense. I have like a monster rating on Josiah Stewart. I have him like as a mid-first round talent, 75 overall. But all right, already in the playoffs somehow. I thought we were gonna win 5 games. I think we should have won 5 games, but I'm gonna get through this quick because I think we're gonna do a lot better than this. At least we should. Can we beat the Ravens? No, we lose 24-12, but that's fair. They're the better team. So let's get into the offseason once again. No, I guess I can't really say offseason, just the draft. No re-signings, no free agency. I mean, we can re-sign the players we drafted, but no free agency. Also, the Super Bowls so far. I haven't pointed them out, but what are we doing? The first year it was Dolphins Cowboys. This year it was Cowboys Chargers. I don't know, man. Sure, whatever. But okay, in the draft, I only decided to get 16 picks this year. We gotta be careful with cap space. I mean, that's still the first half of the first round. I think that's good enough. But I mean, the more first round picks you have, they're still pretty big salaries and it's gonna add up. I mean, the last 2 rebuilds like this that I did, we ended up with negative like 60 mil in the final year. So gonna have to be careful here. And this is all the picks we're gonna need anyways. Now, the problem is I don't know who's good in this year's class. I'll probably go with Joe Barnes, rare good tackle. He looks pretty solid, but there are no good interior O-linemen. There's some decent ones, but not any worth taking. John Fox, that's something. But what do we really need? There's a good linebacker, Tyrone Lowry. Bradley Poe looks pretty good too. And then Junior Givens at corner looks pretty good. And some of these guys down here, of course, there are a billion good corners as per usual. But all right, let's just start. God, the challenge I did last time is I tried to get all of the top 5 talents. I don't know if that's going to happen here, but I want to try every year. But I'm not going to start with that. Let's just go Joe Barnes because he will actually start for us. Ranked 6, got him at 1. Almost a top 5. I mean, we knew he wasn't going to be, but close. I figured he looked pretty good. So he'll start at guard for us. But the second pick is one of the corners. Are one of the corners one of the top 5 talents? Probably, but which one? Maybe Givens, but he only has solid change direction and solid excel. Could be McDougal, but he doesn't have the best man and he doesn't have any A coverage ratings. I don't know. How about Demario Thomas? Maybe. Elite excel, good ratings, A awareness. I wish he had better man or better zone because he's a zone safety. I wish it was an A. He might be one of them. All right, let's go. Jesus. Let's go with JC Webb. He has almost all elite ratings. Just change of direction is only great. Yeah, I think he's pretty good. I don't know. His ratings aren't like insane. I mean, they're really good. They're all A's or B's, but I've seen guys that look better than Webb that aren't a top 5 talent, but to be fair, I don't think they had almost all elite ratings, so we'll take him. Number 7, no. Okay, he's good depth. We needed a power rusher more, but this is pretty much just a game at this point. Ooh, there's a 20-year-old QB. That's rare. I usually see like 27-year-old QBs for some reason. Let's go with Demario Thomas. I think he could be one of the top 5s. I bet he's around 10 though. No, he's number 2. Okay, we got 1. Hidden Dev. He's only 5'9", but he's good. He might start. We'll see. I don't know if the receivers are all that good this year though, so I don't think it's gonna be one of them. I mean, it could be, but like none of these guys look good at all. I guess maybe Andrew Joseph. I don't know. Okay, I think either Danny McAllister or Jonathan Vaughn could be one of the top 5s. Both have elite acceleration, elite speed. Vaughn isn't even, you know what? Vaughn might even just be straight up better than McAllister. Both look good. McAllister is the better blocker though. This is so tough, man. I want to at least find number 1, unless it's like a punter or something, or a fullback. Could be. Let's go with, I guess, Zach Hart. I don't even know if he's good. I mean, he ran a 4.7, but that's usual in Madden for some reason. He doesn't look that good, but I'll take him. He's fine. He's ranked 30. I had to take a chance. I don't think one of the QBs are going to be the best player in the class. They look fine. Let's go with Junior Givens. He could be good. He has 3 elite ratings, but change direction is usually what I look for corners, and he only has solid, so I think he's going to be good, but number 9, okay, only normal dev. Man, you know what? I'm going to take McDougal because he has elite change direction, great speed. I wish he had A awareness and a good or a better coverage rating, but I want to see. Is he a top 5? 16. Okay. Let me take a chance on Andrew Joseph. I don't know because he has elite agility, but and he is A spec catch, A medium route. Maybe? Number 5. Okay, we have 2 out of 5, but I want number 1. Danny McAllister out of Tennessee. Okay, he's not even good. Ranked 73. All right, whatever. I don't think we're going to do it this year, unfortunately. But we've added some good players. I'll take Tyrone Lowry. He's good. First round talent. Does have hidden dev. He'll be a starter. I'll take a chance on Phillip Holiday. I don't think he's good, but I guess he could be. He's a power rusher who's supposed to go in the first round, and he only has B to D power moves. So, I mean, he's a good run defender, but sure, he's probably bad. Yeah, ranked 86. Normal dev. All right. He's even worse than I expected. Justin Knott. He at least had A power moves. He's probably not great either, but got to take 75. Okay. All right. I don't know what I'm doing with these picks. I'm going for Hail Marys, kinda, but I'm curious to see who the best player in the class was. I'll check after the draft. Oh, you know what? It could be a running back. I didn't even think about that. You know what? We might have found it. I say it like it's not well, I guess these aren't real people, but Malik Elam, I wish he had better speed or change of direction or something, but elite jumping and acceleration, lots of A ratings. I don't know if he's number 1, but he might be close. He is. Okay, we got the best player in the class. Cool. That's all I wanted. We're good now. That's still only 3 of 5, but I bet the other 2 are running backs. So hey, that was a pretty good draft class. But okay, both of the other top 5 talents went to the Falcons for some reason. Britton Beal, I was right, one of the running backs, and a safety. That makes sense. Ken Warren to the Falcons. But I mean, we got the other 3, so we'll take it. One year, I want to get all 5. We could have gotten at least 4 if I wanted to take Beal. I just didn't need another running back. But I want to get all 5 at some point, whether we need them or not. That's another goal. One of our like 5 goals at this point throughout this rebuild. But all right, here is a look at the team heading into year 2. Up to an 85. We should be pretty good this year. Knowing Madden, we won't be now that we actually have a decent team, but I mean, this is mostly just rookies from this past year. We didn't even add that many starters. We added, I guess, 4. I mean, that's not nothing, to be fair. We just gotta hope this team continues to play well. I mean, the thing I was worried about was Ashton Genty ever playing well, and he immediately did in his rookie year, so let's hope we can build on that. Let's get to the mid-season point. I guess there won't be much for us to do at the mid-season point, but we'll make sure everything's going well. But okay, we are 5-2 at the mid-season. I don't want to call it early, but we're doing better so far than we have the other 2 times I tried this. Can this team win a Super Bowl purely in simulation? We will see. Are there any issues? Are we good? 10 sacks for Cam Ward so far. That's not bad, but Ashton Genty this year, this is what I was expecting. Only 3.9 per carry. Hopefully he bounces back. But the blocking, everyone's pretty equally whatever. That's fine. We have a good amount of sacks. Not many picks, but an okay amount. All right, let's get to the end of the year. Something weird is this last year, I know I mentioned it, but just the fact that there were no good interior offensive linemen, that was one thing we could have upgraded on the team, so that's probably something we will draft this year. Although, it's not good once again. Maybe there will be steals, but there are no projected first rounders. Nobody even close. The highest rated is Madison, ranked 56 in the class, so might be hard to get all the top 5 talents again. We'll see though. Okay, we actually end up going 14-3. I think that's the best record we've ever had doing this challenge. I think the best before was 12-5. So hey, I mean, this challenge with real life players, or I guess, yeah, they're real life players. I don't know why I paused for a second after that. With these upcoming rookies, this is going much, much better. For hidden devs, Joseph only has star, but Barnes has superstar. Lowry only star, that kind of surprises me, but Thomas has X Factor. Pretty good pick there. But all right, let's check out our season stats. Cam Ward, good year, 4,800 yards, 34 touchdowns, 12 picks. Not quite as good as last year, right? But I mean, I think he had a better completion percentage, just more picks, but still was good. But Ashton Genty definitely was worse than last year. 1,100 yards, only 4.2 per carry, 12 touchdowns, that's good, but like the yards per carry is what I want to see. But almost 1,400 yards for McMillan, 10 touchdowns, 1,100 for Joseph as a rookie. Can we win back-to-back offensive and defensive rookie of the year? It's gonna be a lot harder this year, but we'll see. He'll be close. 850 for Golden, 7, almost 800 for Warren. But blocking, Barnes wasn't that good, but the rest of the line was fine. And then Campbell, 113 tackles, TFLs, 14 for Pierce, led the team, and sacks, 15.5 for James Pierce. I did not think he was going to be our best pass rusher in this rebuild. I mean, I do think he is a good player. Might not work out in the NFL because I know he has character concerns, but just in terms of being a good player, I definitely think he is one. But 8.5 sacks for Nolan, 7.5 for Carter, 7 for Graham, only 2 for Webb. Oh, it looks like he barely played. I tried to get him playing time, but 162 snaps. I wanted him to play like 400. Still got 2 sacks though. I wonder if he'll have X Factor. I don't know. He didn't develop much. We'll see. Probably only star. But interceptions, 4 for Hunter and Barron, 2 for Johnson, and 1 for Campbell, and that's it. I mean, good amount total, but only 4 players with a pick or more. But Lamar wins MVP, Ward at 10. I wanted Cam Ward MVP too at some point during this rebuild, but Genty at 5 for Offensive Player of the Year. Where was he last year? Did he rank higher this year than last year? He might have, but let's see. Pierce at 5 for Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Andrew Joseph, number 2. Adam Tucker wins it. I think he was one of the QBs. He has the same face as Andrew Franklin. That's kind of scary. And then a few players at the bottom. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Nobody up here at all. I guess we only had 1 guy starting, but... Or no, we had 2. Let's see, Thomas. No picks. Yeah, he wasn't great. He had a few tackles, but And then Lowry didn't really play much. But we are going to be taking on the only 9-8 Kansas City Chiefs. It wouldn't be Madden if you didn't have at least one 9-8 team in the playoffs. This year we had 4. I don't think a 9-8 team has ever been in the playoffs in real life. Maybe, but rarely. Definitely not 4, but we'll see what happens here. We're higher overall than the Chiefs. Are we the highest overall team in the league already? We might be, but that's not the issue here. That's not what we're fighting with. We're just trying to get this team actually playing well, and it is, thankfully, so far. But it looks like we do have the highest overall team already. There's some 81s. Ugh, poor Panthers. But all right, can we beat the Chiefs? We had 5 more wins than them, whether we deserve to or not. I mean, we deserve to be good. They deserve to be better than they were. But can we beat them? We do. We already get a playoff win, 38 38-27. I mean, if we win a Super Bowl this year, I'll still do one more year to try to win back-to-back, but that will already be the challenge completed. I mean, the goal is to just make one, but winning one is also like half of the goal. I'm really focused on goals in today's rebuild, more than usual. But we're gonna be facing the Ravens in the divisional. Watching these two back, this was the team that I think beat us the most in the playoffs out of any team, which is weird because usually it's a bad team that beats us in the playoffs in Madden. It's usually like the Jags or the Raiders or the Panthers if we're an NFC team, or the Falcons or the Cowboys or the Giants. But we might already move on to the conference championship. Also, I'm surprised we didn't have a first round bye going 14-3. The Broncos did. What was their record? 15-2. Okay. Oh yeah, they did sign Tank Dell. I don't know if that would elevate them that far, but he did win Offensive Player of the Year. So yeah, he's a 93 overall with morale. Great. But all right, can we beat the Ravens and move on to the conference championship? We don't. We lose 31-27. I think what we need to hope for in this rebuild is that the Ravens get beat in the playoffs or they just don't make them at all, because I don't know if we can get past them. That's fair, though. They were about as good on paper as us. Can't complain too much. They'd lose the Super Bowl, though. Yeah, 39-38. That has to be scoregami. That's like the weirdest score I've ever seen. Let me see. Really? There are 4? Browns, Colts in 2023. Steelers, Ravens, 2017, Broncos, Chargers, 2008, and 49ers, Giants in the playoffs, 2003. That's such a weird score, though. But all right, still no re-signings, really. I mean, I guess we can re-sign. I just signed kicker and punter, because who cares? But I guess we can draft one in the first round. Some kickers and punters. You know what? I think I'll do that this year with our last 2 first-rounders. We'll try to get the best kicker and punter in the class. But all right, this year we have the first 8 picks. Should be more than enough to fill out the rest of the team. I mean, we really just need depth at this point. Are there any starters we can get? Maybe a center if we get super lucky, and maybe a receiver because like Golden and Joseph haven't developed that much, and maybe a linebacker, but that's it. Or a corner if we get super lucky, or a safety. I guess there are a few things. Let's see who's available. Okay, our focus scouts were pretty good. I focus scouted Edwards, Edens, and whatever that last name is. Bied. Wasn't there a Giants lineman with that last name? I don't know how to say it. But let's just start with a top 5 talent, Donnell Edwards, ranked number 1 in the class. Pretty good focus scout, 98 speed, lots of A ratings. Yeah, that makes sense. He'll be a starting corner for us. And now maybe another starter, CJ Edens. I don't know if he will be. He doesn't look quite as good, but still looks good. He probably won't be a starter, but we'll take him anyways. Rank 3, does have hidden. I doubt he's like an 80 plus though, but we'll see. But all right, what other starters could we get? Is there a good safety? Probably. Holmes looks good, and maybe Flowers, maybe Hood. Okay, let's start with Holmes. He looks pretty good. He's already 23 though. I don't know. How about lineman? I didn't look at the lineman yet. Okay, there's 1 first round talent. Any top 5s? There's a first round talent center. No top 5s. That sucks. And I highly doubt a tackle is gonna be super good. I guess one could be, but But all right, can I find any more top 5 talents? Harold Sherman looks, of course, he ran a 4.68 at his pro day at 305 pounds. I love this game. He looks pretty good. I mean, that speed should make him insane, but I don't know if he will be. I mean, he's really similar to the last defensive tackle we took, who was just okay. Silas Floyd looks pretty good. What's his speed? Only solid. All right, I'll go with Austin Holmes. He might be one of the top 5s. He is number 5. Okay, good call. I don't know if he's gonna start, but I want top 5 talents. We got 1 and 5. What was Edens? 1, 5, and 3? I can't remember. All right, we have a chance to get all 5 this year. I don't even know if I want to, because they're gonna be positions we don't need. I don't think it's gonna be a running back. If it is, it's probably gonna be Antonio Dixon, who's a UDFA. He actually looks pretty good. Who are the other 2 though? I don't know. It could just be a kicker and punter. I don't think it would be a tackle. Is there one with elite strength? No. I guess Wooten looks pretty good. Doesn't look good enough to be a top 5 though. There's Deacon Shepard. I guess it could be him. What are his? He has a couple elite traits, but he also only has D block shedding. I guess he could be 4, maybe. Let's take a chance. chance. I don't think he's that good, though. I'm gonna guess like 18 or something. He's 6. No. Okay. We have 4 more picks. We need to hit on 2 of them. That's gonna be hard. I don't think we can do it. It could be Donovan Lawrence. He is A-man, good speed, great excel, A awareness. I don't know if he's top 5, though. I think the best chance is either Flowers or Winston. Let's try Winston. God, I don't know, though. Only C Pursuit, definitely not. Flowers only C Pursuit too. Who is it? Who are the other 2? Is it just a corner? I don't know. The corners aren't as good this year. I guess it could be Gaffney. It might be Gaffney. 4.37 speed, possibly A awareness because he is, or possibly A man because he is a man corner. B press, B zone. I don't know if he's one of them, but we'll see. Number 8, no, we're gonna get like half of the top 10, but not the top 5. It's probably a QB. It probably is like, who is elite throw power? It's probably Connell, Brock Connell. Yep, he's number 2. Okay, 1 more. Okay, Devlin has elite throw power, but he doesn't have that good of accuracy. Frank Rhett has elite throw power. I think Devlin is better. Ranked 7. We're seriously gonna get all the like 6 to 10 range. I don't think we're gonna do it. Let me pick a lineman because we do need a lineman. I'm giving up. I don't think we're gonna find the last one. Let's go with Dylan Cray. He's pretty good, ranked 22. Who was the last one? Was it just the running back that was a UDFA? It might be. We got 4 out of 5. That's as close as we're gonna get. Okay, Edwards, 84 overall. We have 2 QBs I don't know what we're gonna do with. We have 4 on the roster now, 4 really good ones. I guess it keeps other teams from getting them, so that's good. This was a really good draft. I mean, I know we had the top 8 picks, but everyone we got was at least a top 10 talent other than Cray, who we knew who wasn't. That's not really, you know what I mean. Who was it? Who was the other top 5? Oh, I guess Mincy maybe counted, but I mean, we pretty much did it. Unless it was a kicker or punter, it probably was, but I don't know if they count towards the rating anymore, or towards the, yeah, I guess the ratings. So hey, we did it. Not technically, but I mean, I guess technically we did. We just didn't get Mincy, who I thought looked pretty good, but not good enough. He might have been counted as one. I don't know. I would count that as a success. Is like Dracula our defensive coordinator or something? That is the most pale Ed Green. I genuinely thought that was like a black and white picture for a second. That's creepy. Or offensive coordinator, not defensive coordinator, whatever. He scary looking either way. But all right, heading into year 3, probably the second to last year, we're up to a 90 overall. This team is great. I keep comparing this to the last 2 times I did this, but the highest we hit was a 96, I think. I don't know if we're gonna hit that because I use lower XP sliders than I used to, but we might come really close by the end of year 4. I mean, this year we could even be up to like a 92 or 3 by the end of the year. We'll see. But yeah, just, I think 1 rookie starting this year, right? Or 2, I guess we're starting Edens at receiver, but Edwards at corner. I could even make him the number 2 just to try to get him even more development. I don't know if that really matters because he'll be like the slot. And no, I'll make him the 2. So we'll see. He should be pretty good. Hopefully has superstar X factor. He might. Edens probably only has star, but we might as well start him. But all right, y'all know the team by this point. Not really much else for us to go over. So let's just get straight to the midseason point and let's hope we're good again. But it is 2027, so we're probably gonna underperform. Okay, yep, good call. We're only 4-3 with a 91 overall team. I mean, at least we have a winning record. But how much are we the highest overall in the league by? Is it a full 2? I think it is. The Chiefs are an 89, and yeah, we're a 91. Unless I'm missing something. No, I think that's it. There's still only some 83 overall teams. That's tough for them. But yeah, we should not only be 4-3. We should be better. Cam Ward's doing well. Genty's doing well. Receivers doing well. Barnes isn't great again. I guess we could bench him, but I don't know who for. I guess Cray, but I don't know if I trust a 76 overall. Oh, we have 1 pick on the year. I guess that's usually what happens if you're having a down year. Well, when you have a down year in 2027. So let's just hope that gets better, because I mean, what else can we really do? Oh God, do we have the 5th year options? We do. Okay, good Lord. Yeah, that's not gonna be cheap. So next year's gonna have to be the final year before the team falls apart. But I guess let's just get to the end of the year. Nothing else for us to really do. Nobody we should really bench. Let's see what happens. Let's hope we make the playoffs. We're coming off 2 wins at least, so let's hope that's a sign of things to come. But okay, thankfully we do only lose 1 more game in the second half of the year. We end up going 13-4, and I'm gonna choose to ignore the team we're gonna be facing in the wild card for now. Let's stay positive for a second. Cam Ward, really good season, 4,600 yards, 35 touchdowns, only 5 picks, 76 completion percentage, shattering the single season record, I'm pretty sure. Ashton Genty, 1,200 yards, 4.7 per per carry, 19 touchdowns. He's been good, probably not as well as he will do in real life, but I mean, he still is only 23, so we'll see. But I mean, he's already a 99 overall, so can't really get much better. But McMillan, almost 1,400 yards, 15 touchdowns, 1,000 for Golden, 800 for Edens as a rookie, almost 800 for Warren. He's been around the 770 range, but the blocking was really good. Once again, Barnes was probably our worst lineman, but still wasn't even horrible. But Campbell, 103 tackles, 13 TFLs for Graham, 12 for Pierce, and sacks, 18.5 for Pierce, 8.5 for Carter. He's been kind of disappointing. I thought he would easily be the number one, but he's only getting like 7.5, 8 sacks a year, around that range. Also, our defensive tackles haven't been as dominant as I expected. That could be something we draft for this final year. I don't know though. Nolan was the better pass rusher this year. Graham was the better one, but I mean, neither have done insanely well. I mean, like 8 sacks for defensive tackle, like they kind of have been getting, is really good, but in Madden, we might be able to do better. We'll see. But Travis Hunter, 4 picks, 3 for Holmes as a rookie. Whoa, for Holmes? I didn't even know he would play, but sure. Oh yeah, I think I played him as like the number 2 sub linebacker, because none of our off-ball linebackers are that good of overalls at sub linebacker, so that's why I got that much playing time. But also 1 pick for 4 different players. So interesting year. We were really good, started off not great, but finished the season strong. Also, I feel like Mahomes has won every MVP. Or no, Lamar won 1. Ward at number 8. I'm just gonna be haunted by I thought about moving him to punter so another team couldn't steal him, but I didn't, and I should have apparently. But Ashton Genty, number 4. James Pierce, number 3 for Defensive Player of the Year. CJ Edens, number 3 for Offensive Rookie of the Year. That's about what I expected. But Defensive Rookie of the Year, did we win it? Holmes all the way down at 4? All right, man. Edwards at 10. Oh yeah, Edwards didn't do all that well. I mean, at least he made it, but he was the higher overall. Doesn't matter though, because he has X Factor. Okay. But we are now up to a 94 overall team. Again, even with the lower XP sliders. So we're definitely doing something right here. But in the playoffs, we're going to be facing the Baltimore Ravens. I'm scared of this one. I don't want our playoff run to end this early, but they're only 9-8. They are 8 overall lower than us, and it's a team we have not been able to beat in the playoffs. Everything points to us losing. Knowing how this game works, they weren't even good in the regular season. They were 23rd for offense, 18th for defense. We were 3rd for offense, 2nd for defense. We had the best run D in the league. That's cool. That's surprising because I have no idea how to make the run D play well in Madden. It's just entirely random. But all right, can we beat the Ravens here in the wild card? We should be able to. Again, we are 8 overall better than them. We're only 9-8. They're the away team. They are not that good, but ooh, okay, we do beat them. 22-21. It was close. Way closer than it should have been. Now we're going to be facing the Browns in the divisional. Also 8 overall lower than us. They at least had a good record, but statistically they were just as bad pretty much. Or are these, oh, these are just the Ravens stats that it's showing again, because nothing works in this game. All right, how good were the Browns actually? They were 11th for points per game on offense, and they were 5th for points per game allowed. This was a good team. Not as good as us, though. Oh, now it shows it. Okay, cool. But can we beat the Browns and move on to the conference championship? We do. 31-29. These have been some close games that maybe shouldn't be close, but at least we're winning them. Could be worse. But now we're going to be facing the Kansas City Chiefs, who had the 2nd best offense in the league. Apparently the best defense, even though ours was better. We only allowed 19 points per game, but they allowed 19.7, but it gives them the nod for some reason. Again, nothing in this game works. I don't know how they, like, I feel like they didn't play test Madden franchise. They just set it up and they're like, all right, good to go. We're done. Like, it's, some of the stuff is just minor like this. Like, this doesn't really matter, even though it's wrong, but just the amount of stuff that just doesn't work or glitches or is just wrong it's insane. I hate to complain so much, but like, good lord. But all right, can we beat the Chiefs? We have the same record, but we are 4 overall better. We had the better defense, even though that's not what it says, but they had the better offense. Can we beat the Chiefs? We do. 28-21. So this is gonna be the final game of the rebuild. We're not gonna go to a year 4. We're gonna commit to this being it. We did achieve our goal of making a Super Bowl. That was what I wanted, and it looks like it's gonna be against the 9-8. What's with the 9-8 teams? This is even more than usual. How many were in the playoffs this year? Oh, just a casual 5. Great. That's cool. That's fun. But super quick before we jump into this, again, if you've enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. It'll let me know y'all want to see another one of these and a team of rookies rebuild. I guess that's kind of what this was, but we would do only rookies. Nobody else added. Be sure to subscribe if you've enjoyed too, because this is what most of my videos are like. And let's see, I'll do a question of the day before this video's over. So let me know down in the comments. Ooh, you know what? Here's a fun question of the day. Not football related, but I guess it's March Madness time. Who did you have winning your bracket? I picked Florida, just purely off vibes. I don't really watch college basketball, but let me know down in the comments who you picked to win your bracket. I'm curious to see if anyone picked anything really weird. I thought about it. But all right, let's jump into this final game. Y'all know me, I like to commit to Super Bowls being the final game, whether we win them or not. It makes it more rewarding if we win it, but it also makes it more crushing if we lose. But we've done really as much as we can to this team. There really isn't anything else, so this is gonna be it. And let's see if we can finally complete this challenge after 3 attempts. So let's jump to the end of the game, and we do score first, making it 7-0, now 14-0. The 49ers do score, but we are driving again. We get a field goal. We can't let up yet, though. We're up 24-7 now. I think we have finally done it. I don't mean to call it early, but the 49ers just cannot score on this defense. We absolutely embarrassed the 49ers 31-7. And finally, after 3 tries, a disgusting roster every time, we finally get it done, and we win a Super Bowl, starting with no players, having every first round pick. We get it done.